You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
Hello, I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies, and the sensation I've been trying to get you for a while now, Michael
really?
Bull. Yeah.
Okay.
He's here.
I'm
He's in
here.
the room. Michael Bull is with us.
Very happy to be with you, Amber.
Thank you for just giving me a slither of your very busy
Oh,
day.
you're going to get a whole slice.
Oh, I'm getting a guys, we're getting a slice. Now, I don't want to make you feel old or anything, but Michael Bull has a 3-decade long career. 4!
4.
Is it 4 now?
4.
They
Yeah.
need to change that then.
Yeah. 1984 is when I got my equity card. My first job, Godspell in Aberystwyth. So it's 42 years.
42 years, 4 decades long.
When you think about it, Les Mise is 40.
Yeah, I
One.
know.
Phantom is 40.
Yes.
So I was there at the beginning. So
you were there
yeah.
at the beginning. I want to go all into
Okay.
that. 2 Oliviers,
Yeah.
2 Brits,
Yeah.
and a Grammy nomination.
And a Tufty badge for road safety. And 25-yard bronze stroke.
Wow.
25-yard, no, bronze life-saving and 25-yard breaststroke.
Wow.
So,
Go you.
thank you, kid.
So you've done well then.
Well, I'm still at it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're still at it, but you haven't had a bad time.
No. Do you know what? I've been very lucky. I was straight out of drama school into a job and always sort of in work.
And that was that.
And that was that.
And do you know what? It's funny because obviously this industry talks and talks and talks and everybody loves you.
Oh, don't.
They do.
They haven't worked with me then.
Yeah. There's the problem.
Do you know what? It's interesting you say that. It's a lovely thing to hear. And you must get this a lot as well. People come up and say, I'm going into the business. What advice can you give me? Or my kids want to do this. What advice? And they're sort of looking for technical advice and how to go about auditions and stuff like that. I said, no. You either can do that or you can't. The best advice I can give you is it's not about landing that job. It's about landing the second job. It's about being a company member that people enjoy working with. You do the work on the stage, you're a professional, you do all that you're meant to, but you're an asset so that people want to employ you again and again and again. Because it's if you want longevity. And if you don't have that ability to be an asset to a company, and there are people who if it then comes down to 3 of you up for a job, and they'll go, well, what's this one like in a company? What's that one? What's that one? They will go with the person
100%.
who is good to work with.
Talent only takes you so far.
Yeah, luck takes you most of the way.
And it's about who you are.
I think so. I really do.
I love that. And I vouch that as well. There's 2 questions I want to ask you before we get into all the dirty business. Yeah. Have you got any pre-show rituals?
Oh, don't.
I want to know. Tell me everything.
I'm literally the world's worst. So, obviously, we never whistle and we never say the Scottish play. In the
Yes,
theatre.
yes. Do you stick
Oh,
to
I've
that?
thrown people out of the theatre. I threw Antonio Banderas out of my dressing room in the Albert Hall 5 times because he was whistling. And so I would go, Antonio, I'm really sorry, mate. You have to go outside, turn around 3 times, spit, swear, knock and ask to be let back in. And he did. Until finally he whistled, he went, I do it myself. He said, it's no problem. He went out. Then he was then married to Melanie Griffith at the time. She came backstage after the gig and she started whistling. He kicked her out, made her turn around 3 times, spit, swear, knock in there.
Lessons well learned.
Absolutely. And that's what my job is, to teach those lessons. And that happens. It's really interesting because Alf, when we would tour, or be in Les Mis, and he's, I'm not superstitious, don't care. And then I would go, well, for me, you have to do this. And he'd go out and he'd do it. Now, you'll never, ever catch him whistling.
Okay.
And I have a 6th sense. I can hear it anywhere in the building. That's not a ritual. My ritual is always to, I have a kip before the show.
Nice.
Always. An hour silent before the show, kip. Then I'm full on, play Reach by S Club 7.
Okay, so it's one extreme to the other.
Yeah, to get going. Then I have to get dressed in the right order, 100%. And everything that I've done in previews that has been a good show, I will have to do that.
Take it into the
Take
run.
it over. And then the final thing before I go on stage, Andrew, who's been my assistant, my dresser for the last 20 years, who's just the funniest man on earth, has to say to me, are your flowers done up and are we smelling nice for the ladies and the gentlemen?
Ah.
Because a number of times they haven't been. And I haven't been. And then I put on my smell. Every character I have has its own smell. And then whoever I've greeted before, it's all then done in the same order as it was.
I love it. I love it. Very, very logical.
Yeah. It's all based in logic. It is. All the superstitions are based in logic as well.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fantastic.
You know about the whistling, don't you?
Well, I didn't know about the whistling. I knew about the
Scottish play. Well, the whistling
I don't even dare to say this.
The whistling goes back to the days before anything was light controlled or radio controlled. So all the flies were governed by ex-merchant seamen doing the ropes, and they would be whistled to when to bring in the next bit of set. And so if someone whistled at the wrong time, in would come a piece of set and kill somebody on the stage.
Oh, no.
So it's based in a real thing.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
I've just learned a brand new lesson
So
today.
it's all rooted in fact.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for teaching me something.
That's what I
God,
do.
Michael, you're just the
Amber,
best.
give back.
Give.
Yes.
You trained at Guildford.
I did, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I was at a very strange time at Guildford. We had 4 principals in the 3 years I was there, which I think is why I managed to hang on.
Okay. Why would you have been out that door?
Yeah. I was not.
you
I was dreadful. I was the worst student. No, I wasn't the worst. Yeah, I was. I was having a really good time.
Okay.
I invented a heart condition. Did you go to Guildford?
No, I went to Erdine.
Okay. So in the mornings, I don't know what it was like at yours, but in the mornings at Guildford, 9 o'clock was always what was called ability. And it was dance classes
Okay.
at 9 in the morning.
Okay.
I was a really good partier.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't going to make that. Knew I'd be kicked out.
Okay.
Invented a heart condition. So I was
Called?
excused.
Did you have a heart condition?
No,
Oh,
of course I
Guildford.
didn't.
No, but a made-up one?
Yeah.
What was it called?
I've no idea.
Can't
I just said
remember.
heart condition.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I got away with murder there. I loved the people. I loved the rehearsal processes. I loved some of the classes. Some of them were just,
Not for you.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew what I wanted to take out of it, which is mainly have a good time.
Yeah, party.
And to be in the right atmosphere. You know, I'd been drifting until the moment I got there. And then I found, we always say it, I found my tribe. And did an acting course, not a musical theatre course. So It was a choice of 2, went on the acting course.
Wow.
But there were only 3 blokes who'd gone on the musical theatre course, so they kept roping us into stuff.
Okay.
And then came to the final show, and I realised we've got 2-3 minute slots to do in front of casting directors and agents. I thought, the only thing that's really going to land is a musical number. So I did my very serious scene from Flare Path. And then I did a sort of quasi rock and roll croony number with all the girls from the musical theatre course and upstaged everyone.
Did you?
And got a job.
If you did the acting course, where did the voice come in?
I just always sang. I literally, I just...
You're half Welsh, aren't you?
Yeah. But don't hold that against me.
No, I'm Welsh.
Are you?
I'm 100% Welsh, and the theory is that Welsh people can sing.
Well, you know what they say? The Scottish provide the poetry, the Irish provide the prose, the Welsh provide the music, and the English provide the audience.
Oh. I love that.
So yeah,
because when
so
I
was
saw that you had a Welsh mum, I thought, he's got Welsh lungs.
100%. The Welsh side of my family, so musical. My uncle Tom was a minor, but he was in a male voice choir. And when he was a boy, was a boy soprano went around the chapels singing.
In the DNA.
It was. And so it was always promoted, and I always loved music. But I figured if you could sing, you can sing, and if you can't, then that's okay. But I wanted to be an actor. Loved to be in musicals, but I wanted to focus on the acting side. And luckily, when things started happening for me, it was in those musicals that required a new discipline in musical theatre, the Les Mises and the Lloyd Webber, Cameron Mackintosh kind of musicals, which suited what I could do.
Yeah. So when you were little and you were like, I want to be an actor, who did you watch, or who was your inspo?
It was going to the movies. It was an unhealthy obsession with Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke.
Yes,
you know, and then the great dance, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire.
You were in the best,
but I knew I couldn't. That wasn't going to be. But the great actor singers, actually, you know, the Sinatras, the Streisands, the Danny Kaye. I mean, Danny Kaye, an amazing performer.
Yeah.
So it was all. You have no idea who that is.
No, I don't know Danny Kaye. No, but I know everybody else.
Danny Kaye was a genius performer. So I loved those, but I loved going to the theatre. I as a kid, I was going to the RSC to see Shakespeare with my dad. So I just liked dressing up and showing off.
Yeah. What was the first musical you ever saw? Do you remember?
The one that had the biggest impression was Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
I was 12.
That'll do it.
Dad took me. I'd had the record. I was obsessed with it. It was on at the Palace Theatre. I was 12. Dad took me, and I literally had an epiphany.
Did you?
I just couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing, and the way that story was told, and how modern it was, and the music, the rock music, coupled with this way of telling a story. And I mean, I'd been to shows before, quite a few, but that was the one that actually made me think.
Light switch. Yeah.
This is the greatest art form.
Yeah. I love that. So you have a new album which is out on May the 22nd.
I do. Fancy that you knew that.
I do. And it's called Glow.
It is called Glow.
Which is interesting because you're glowing.
I think you are.
I think you are. I went for a face gym, so I should be glowing. I paid for
it. A face gym?
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't know what a face gym is?
No.
It's just round the corner. There's loads in London, and it's basically like a workout for your face.
What do you do?
Well, you just sit there, but the people...
That sounds like my kind of gym.
And they basically...
What do they do?
They drain all the fluids out of your face just with their fingers like that. It's amazing.
So it's basically just having someone do that on your face.
Yeah, but it's like it's quite particular.
Is
all where all you should go.
Your lymphs.
Lymph nodes and all that.
It's all your drain your lymphs.
Yeah, because we drink a lot of water
and vodka. Have you ever had a drink before going on stage? No, me neither.
Never. I mean, I think I'd be too scared.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Yeah. Or
But
like, no. Well, the only time I have is I had a residency in Proud Embankment for a couple of months.
Right.
This was back in like 2022, but it was more of like a, come on, sing a few songs. It was like a little concert. So I would maybe have a vodka before that, but it wasn't like musical theatre.
Okay. No, but even before a concert, nothing. I would never. No.
Because I
You'd be out
feel
of
like,
control.
well, I just feel like after a drink, I think I sound good when I'm singing, but I'm not. I don't sound good.
Oh, you couldn't ever sound bad.
Well, it's only when you watch back like videos that you've done after and you think, bloody hell, how many vodkas were you down?
Yeah.
You know? But no, I couldn't. Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Same reason, I think. It's always so. I think I'll lose my words. And I need to be sharp.
Yeah.
I don't want to be complacent.
No,
I don't want to go on and go. Yeah, I can do this.
I think, is it like equity thing that you're allowed one glass of wine or something?
Is it?
I thought it was that.
Well, I know loads of people that have got to warm their throat, and they get ruby port, and they gargle with ruby port, and then swallow it.
Oh.
Half a bottle. And it lubricated them. It was, in many senses of the word.
Well, alcohol for me, because being in a schedule is like, I'm tired, right? I'm tired. And as soon as if I am having a drink during a schedule like this, I'm sleepy immediately.
Yeah.
I want to hit the hay.
But I'm tired all the time. Nerves make me tired.
Yes, adrenaline.
Yeah, I sit before a show and I'm yawning, and people are going, God, he's so chilled out. I'm not. That's kind of the manifestation of my nerves.
Do you still get nervous?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I know how to deal with them now, usually. And once you're established, once you're in a run, once you know what you're doing, then it's not. You always get a little frisson. It also depends which show you're in.
Yes.
If you're in a show that kicks off straight away with a bang and you're on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Hairspray. The second that music starts up, doesn't matter what mood you're in, you go, great.
Yeah.
But but you stop becoming anxious, nervous.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't wait to do this.
You know that performance you did, the Royal Variety performance?
Yeah. Which one?
The most recent one,
the
Les Mise.
The Les Mise,
Yeah. Were you nervous for that?
Unbelievably.
Were you?
Unbelievably.
You looked cool as a cucumber.
That's the art, isn't it? Yeah. I was. Because there were so many... Do you know that was... it's why I've stopped doing Les Mis, because of that performance, because it was so perfect, that moment, to celebrate 40 years. And it was everything coming together. I was singing Bring Him Home, which I never sing, doing the high floaty at the end, next to Killian, going, oh, great. So it was this perfect moment. I think it'll probably be the last time that all the creatives are on stage together. Claude Michel was there, Alain was there, Cameron. We had 500 amateurs.
It was beautiful.
It was stunning, and the atmosphere, and talking the amateurs through, because they are suddenly in the middle of the Albert Hall with William and Kate there, and they were like overawed, and to get them to then focus it down and think, this is the greatest moment. We're feeling it. So God knows how you are.
Feel.
And for it to go as well as it did and as smoothly, and then the cast from London coming on, the cast from France coming on.
It was incredible.
It really was. And I got to sing My Place Is Here, I Fight With You.
Yeah.
And I bashed that out, and I thought, it's not going to get better than this. So when Cam approached me to say, okay, so we're going to be doing it at the Albert Hall, and we're going to be doing it at Radio City Music Hall this summer, I said, no, this is perfect. I mean, it's lovely to be asked, and it's I get the idea, but I don't think I want to do it because
that's a perfect ending.
It is. I don't want anything to change.
Oh my gosh. I feel like sometimes it's really difficult when you're sitting in the theatre and you feel the moment, like it's unbelievable, but sometimes on telly it doesn't translate.
Absolutely.
It was the performance. I was bawling just sobbing, and I just thought that was so. I felt every single moment from my television.
And of course, when you see it on telly, it does water down what's happening.
Yes.
In the hall, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Literally, as a man, they stood and they wouldn't stop because, of course, they edit it down to the times and so on. You just don't want 10 minutes of people just standing and cheering.
Yeah.
But to be there and be on the stage as that was happening, it was breathtaking. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect, and I get it.
So to answer the question, I was nervous because I was so desperate for it to work. And when you want something so much to be great, quite often that gets in the way of it of you being relaxed enough to let it.
Yeah.
Once I'd started, I just went, this is what it is. Let's just savor this moment. Yeah. There's so few and far between moments like that.
That I think, wow, what
I'm
a moment.
so lucky that it was filmed, that it is there forever.
Yes.
Because so many times
I said
these
to a lot of
things are
people,
gone.
you need to go and watch that.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about Les Mis with you in a second, because I mean, wow, it's been a massive part of your life.
Have you ever done it?
No, but my sister's in it right now.
What's she playing?
She's first Fontaine on the tour.
Oh, fabulous. What's her name?
Jade.
Jade.
Do you know Jade?
Jade?
Do you know Jade?
I've met Jade.
Yes, my sister. Can you not tell?
Isn't it good to know that at least one of the family has talent?
Jade's my sister.
Oh.
We look identical to each other.
You do.
Now that you've looked at us.
Yeah, got it.
She's my older sister. So a new album is coming out on the 22nd of May called Glow.
Yeah.
You have a single out right now called Vintage.
Well, no, Vintage has been out. Then the people have heard Glow, and there's a new one literally about to drop called You.
You, okay.
Yeah.
Vintage, Glow, You.
The Vintage was the one. People loved that song. It was just.
I need to listen to it.
Have you not heard?
No, I'm on tour. I don't listen to
Have
anything.
you heard of something called Spotify?
Yeah.
Or other music?
Yeah, but I tend...
Just put it on before you go on stage. It'll give you a big
Oh,
boost.
okay, I will.
A lot of companies are doing warm-up to it.
Oh, okay. I tell you what I might do is when we go back, I might do it and I'll send it the video of us doing it.
Oh, I'd love that.
Shall I do that? Okay.
I would love that.
Okay. I'll do that for you.
Yeah. Oh, giving. So
giving. You're going to tour with it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You start in Llangollen.
Llangollen.
You
Well,
do?
no, that's the Eisteddfod that I'm doing.
Oh, you are doing the Eisteddfod?
I'm doing the Eisteddfod.
Oh, okay.
So that's in July, and it's not going to be the same show as I do on my tour.
Okay.
So the tour starts end of August through September.
You're doing loads of
Well,
dates.
yeah. So last year was all about arenas. It was Alfie and I doing on our arena tour. It was doing the Les Mise arena tour. And this is just me. This is a new album with material that I've written and produced. And I wanted to go to those places that are theatres, that are smaller concert halls, probably because they're easy to fill. But also, I think it's important to go to those venues to bring music to as many areas as you can, to the venues, keep the venues going. And I love touring.
Yeah, do you?
I do. For a concert tour. I'm not so good with a long, when you're a week or 2 weeks in a venue and then moving on. That's hard. But bish, bash, bosh, done, gone.
And do you know what? It's really, those moments are really intimate.
Oh,
especially
absolutely.
people you've got 40 years under your belt. Like, how many people around the country have been with you? You know what I mean? And they have this opportunity to see a self-written album.
And also, I mean, I would be lynched if I didn't do the stuff that people want to hear as well. So, of course, there's nothing worse, I think, than you going to it to see an artist that you like and they go, well, we're just going to do the new album.
Yeah.
You go, well, that's very nice, but we'd also like to
So you are going to give them...
Oh, how could I not do Love Changes Everything and stuff from Les Mis and from other... yeah, of course.
Good to know. Well, we'll put the link to the tickets and
thank you very much indeed.
In our thingy and for the album as well, because I'm going to listen to it as well. And then I just put there Llangollen and you got a Welsh mum.
Yeah.
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 I love that.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you done the Eisteddfod?
I competed in it
Did ya?
for all my childhood. Yeah.
How did you get on?
Oh, I was a clean winner. I was only like 6, 7.
What were you singing?
I was doing the Gerdans.
Yes.
I did.
Are you a Welsh speaker?
I did all my education in Welsh.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you'd have to ask my mum what I did in the Eisteddfod. I don't know. Anyway, it got to the point where, I think it was about 14, 15. I was like, Mum, I'm not doing the Eisteddfod anymore. I'm into boys now, you know? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. How did that work out?
Well, and then I moved to London.
Yeah.
And then it was double of everything.
And then you combined the
yeah, I combined the two. And it was great. So you were the OG Marius in the first production in London. Like, wow, what a title. What a title to hold.
Thank you.
The first ever Marius. Can you just think how many incredible men have come through and played that role, and you set the tone?
Oh, that's lovely to say. Thank you.
Do you know what I
so
mean?
much. Yeah, I'm very lucky, and it is true that show had a huge impact on the new generation of people going to musical theatre. Not just the show. I think the real clincher was when we did the 10th anniversary concert at the Albert Hall, and that became a massive video. And so many kids, theatre kids, saw that and thought, there's a show that I can be in. There's a show that works for me. And it started a lot of people going down on that road. And I'm so blessed to have been part of it.
I know. And then Javert.
Yeah, then I go back as Javert.
So you did Marius and Javert?
No. I did, I did, but I did Marius.
Yeah, into...
Right, and then I didn't do it for... I did one performance playing Valjean at Windsor Castle.
Casual.
For Her Majesty. And it was a big deal. It was at Windsor Castle, and it was celebrating the Entente Cordiale with the French. So it was in what was called the Waterloo Room. They renamed it because it was the French being there. Not so good to call it that.
Yeah.
So they called it the Music Room. So it was like 500 people, every member of the royal family and the government sat about as far away as the camera is.
Now that's nerve-wracking.
That's nerve-wracking. And then on the other side, all of the French, the French president and all the French dignitaries. It was insane. And I get to do Valjean. Lovely. And had a brilliant time doing it, really enjoyed it, realised I never wanted to play Valjean.
Really?
Oh, how hard is that role?
Really?
For 8 shows a week? No.
No. Okay.
And then cut to 2018, I think it was.
Yeah. Wait, is this a concert?
Yeah.
2019.
That's right, just before COVID. So Cam phones me up. We've stayed best friends, Cameron and I, but I have never worked for him since... Last time I worked for him was...
85.
No, I worked with him
you did it in Phantom.
So he says, I've got this idea. We're having to close down the Sondheim to refurb it, but I want to keep Les Mis running because he doesn't want to lose the title. So we're going to do this all-star concert version at the Gielgud, and I just would love if you and Alfie came and did Valjean and you did Javert. And I didn't even have to think about it. I went, it just sounds a great idea.
Yeah.
We're there. Matt Lucas is in it, and Carrie's doing it.
Yeah.
And, it was just a wonderful time. Everybody on that stage were old alumni of Les Mis over the years. And we did it, and the response... I mean, it was a great production. The response was euphoric. It was extraordinary. Every single night, sold out straight away. And that's where he said, what about we do this as an arena tour? So COVID comes along. We tried to reopen the West End but after the first lockdown. And we managed, I think it was 9 shows before the full lockdown came in, and then I was contracted to do Hairspray, so I wasn't going to go back to it. Anyway, along comes the arena tour, and I said, okay, I'd love to be involved. We'll do all the UK dates, and then I'll do the Australian dates. Yeah. And so it was. And it was, Javert's always been my favourite part.
Really?
Yeah. just the best journey to go through. Very demanding as an actor, as a vocally as well, and so fulfilling. And you have the last 20 minutes off.
Oh,
I mean, it's not as good as Fontaine.
Yeah, Fontaine is a princess track.
I remember Patty when Patty was playing Fontaine. We shared a house together at the time, and she's going, "Christ, Trevor Nunn now told me I've got to be a little boy on the barricade." And she was livid, because she thought Fontaine, 20 minutes,
Done.
Experiment with bath oils and write the great American novel, then come back for a little bit at the end. No, she had to be the little boy on the barricade.
Did she?
Was livid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't got enough time
Okay.
to talk about what you've done,
Okay.
but I'm going to name a few.
All right.
Just so they know, So, Phantom,
Yeah.
Aspects of Love,
Yes.
which you did in London and New York City.
Yes, I
And then
did.
you did it back in 2023.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Did it not?
No. It's a tricky old show, and it just didn't resonate with people.
Did
The
it
story
not?
didn't. It's got a beautiful score. I really wanted to do it because I thought it'd be really interesting to now play the older role, and I love the show. But people just went, "Oh, it's a bit ick."
Oh, okay.
A younger girl, older man, and it's his niece. And,
Ooh,
you know,
okay.
do you
I
see what
actually don't-
mean?
yeah.
You don't know the show.
I don't know the
No,
show.
There's a lot of issues going
Okay.
on in it.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. It ain't wicked. Well, it is in a way.
And then you did a solo stage show,
I did.
Alone Together at the Donmar.
Yeah, I did. It was at Davies at the Donmar, Alone Together. And then I did it at the Haymarket.
Haymarket. Chick Chick Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Sunset Boulevard.
Forgot Passion.
Oh, this is what I mean. This is only a handful
Okay.
of like a small handful of what you've done. Well, we've got to do Hairspray.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wow. That was at the Collie, wasn't it?
No, the first time we did it was...
2007.
yeah, we did it at the Shaftesbury.
Oh, Shaftesbury to the
And
Collie.
I'd seen it. I saw it, the original cast on Broadway. I was doing a show for the BBC called Ball on Broadway, and it had just opened. I knew the movie, the John Waters movie.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying, this is great.
Yeah.
So I went along to see this and interviewed Harvey Fierstein afterwards. And I sat in the auditorium thinking, this is one of the greatest nights I've ever had in a theatre.
Wow.
I would kill to play that, and no one will ever consider casting me in it. They
Really?
wouldn't. No.
Why?
No. At that time, so that was what, 2002?
Okay.
It would have opened 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
So it was only it was 5 years
years later.
that it came here, and no one was asking me. I said I want, and I don't mean this self-aggrandizingly, but I hadn't done an audition since back in the day, and
Yeah.
I said I just want to do an audition. So I went for the call, waiting outside the room with everyone else going up for Link and going. Lots
Yeah.
of people I knew, and they're going, well, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm auditioning."
I want a shot.
Yeah, and I went in, and Jerry and Jack O'Brien, all the creatives, are there behind the thing, and I went in to do my audition. I was doing Kismet at the time. Oh God help me, at the Collie, and I went in and did this audition, and when you just know. Nailed it. I absolutely was going, you've got to give me this, haven't
Yeah.
you? And they did.
They did.
And it was life-changing on every level. It's the best experience.
So, and then you went back to do it, didn't you?
Yeah, and then we went into rehearsals for a week before the first lockdown. We literally were in rehearsals, knew it was coming, got to the Wednesday, and I said, I'm sorry, we're going to have to stop this. This is not right. People travelling in,
No.
come to work. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's just end it. And then formed a plan that we would be one of the first shows to reopen the West End, which is exactly what we
you
did.
were in. And you worked with one of my good friends, Jordan Benjamin.
Oh.
Isn't he a sweetheart?
Sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart.
Do you know, everyone
was
in
lovely.
Hairspray, lovely. Both times I did it.
Aw.
Just dream cast. And then I did the tour back in the day. I would cherry pick the sort of the places I
You
wanted
wanted
to
to
go.
do.
First time I'd ever toured with the
Oh,
show.
really?
And it was lovely.
Oh,
it was
I love
just a
that.
dream.
Then you've done, Chess, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Sweeney was straight after Hairspray.
Yeah. That was 11 till 2012.
Yeah.
Mac and Mabel.
Have you done that?
No.
God, you'd have been brilliant as
Really?
Mabel. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you'd be so good as Mabel. It's a tricky show, Mac and Mabel. Brilliant score, but you don't like the characters. It's
Okay.
too dark.
Okay.
And it doesn't quite. It's never quite had the impact that all the other Jerry Herman have had. So you think of Hello Dolly, and you could just keep doing that forever.
Yeah.
They do forever. But
Yeah.
Mac and Mabel, it's a tricky show.
Yeah.
But God, it's a good show to do.
Have you got a favourite person that you've worked opposite? And you can't say Alfie.
That's lucky.
Like, Alfie's off the table.
Okay, my favourite person I've worked with. Do you know how do you do that? So Imelda
Oh, God.
and I just. I'll tell you how Sweeney came about. I was doing my radio show.
Yeah.
And I was thinking what to do after Hairspray. And I'd been, while I was doing The Woman in White on Broadway,
Yeah.
a version of Sweeney came
Yeah.
out with Patty and Michael Severus, an actor-musician. And I saw this, and Kath came and saw it and went, do you reckon I could get away with doing Sweeney? And again, I thought, no one will ever cast me. If the National said they were going to do a version of Sweeney Todd, I wouldn't even be on the
Radar.
radar. Post Hairspray, because that had been such a success, I thought, I wonder if I could get this off the ground myself. And so Imelda came in. She was promoting something, and I put a record on my radio show. And as it's playing, I went, so Imelda, if I said to you, would you play Mrs. Lovett opposite me as Sweeney, would you do it? She said, in a heartbeat. So I said, that's good to know. And then realised Jonathan Kent would be the best director for this. And I took the package to Chichester Festival Theatre and presented it, and they went, 100%, we're on board.
Wow!
So they staged it, and then it got the West End transfer because it had gone down so well. And again, everyone's saying, "What? That's a terrible bit." They did with Hairspray, with Sweeney. What a terrible bit of casting! It'll never work. And I think it worked. And
Flipping hell, yeah.
well, and so getting back to the original question, Imelda and I entirely different, and yet not in our approaches. And I knew that I would have to raise my game to whole new heights to just be even noticed on the stage with her, because she is brilliant. But what she is as well is the most generous, clever, sensitive actress.
Wow.
Example of that I'll give you. After the epiphany, do you know Sweeney?
Yes.
So you know the epiphany where
Yeah.
you sir, there sir,
Yeah, yeah.
want to show you, sir,
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that huge breakdown. He's killed Pirelli. And then the next line, there's silence, there's these horrible stabbing things, and the next line from Mrs. Lover is, well, that's all very well, but what are we going to do about him?
Yeah.
So it completely cuts
Yeah.
the drama of that moment, and it dissipates it. Now, Little Priest is going to be coming up, so we are going to lighten it going into Act 2.
Yeah.
But she never did that. And every other actress who's ever done it has just got the laugh. Well, that's all very well, but what are we going to do about him? And she just was in the moment. That's all very well. What are we going to do about him?
Oh, my God.
Transformed it.
Wow.
So you keep the tension, you keep the thing. So when the realization of what we can do with the bodies happen, it's a real turnaround.
Yeah.
There's no comedy until that moment. And it's when you work with an actress of that depth and that sensitivity and
Just intelligence as well.
Don't want a cheap laugh. Easy to do that. So I learnt masses from her. She learnt how to behave badly from me. And
that's important.
So I loved playing opposite her. But, I loved snogging Mel Smith every night and Les Dennis every night. And,
love that. Sorry.
I've never had a bad experience with people.
Really?
Really, really, truly.
You know what they say then, don't you?
Yeah, so it was me.
It was always you.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so beautiful.
No, I've been really lucky.
I'm just going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to do one more quick fire round thing with you,
cool.
but I'll end this and we start another one.
Right.
What is one of the most valuable lessons the industry has taught you as a performer?
That this too shall pass.
I like that.
However low you are, however high you are, wherever you are, it ain't going to last forever. Things are constantly changing. Be open to the changes, be accepting of them, and embrace them, and go along with it, because that's going to end as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's all so impermanent. Smell the roses.
I like that. Oh God, you're a star. I've learned so much. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Michael, thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure. I'm a big fan. I think you're a fan.
I'm a big fan of myself also.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay, bye guys.